Peace and flex.
What it did. Some motherfucking rear points for RoBs Inferno while it burns stuff. Shout out my guys and goddesses on high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is for real. Traffic. Now, shout out to Troopy Troops. My Lord Troopy. I gotta say something. Hey, hold up. Every time I see like a picture of my Troopy or anything, hey, my Troopy always eating. My Troopy is always eating. Nigga got an apple in his hand. This man always crushing. You feel me? My Lord Troopy always crushing. That's how I know we gonna have some good meals together. I already know. My nigga always be eating this shit. You feel me? With a smile on his face, crushing. That's like his mom though, you feel me? Always same way, always loving to eat and shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I just thought about something. I almost said it, but I didn't. I caught myself trying to mature. You know what I'm saying? Trying to mature more and more by the day and whatnot. You know what I mean? I didn't rush this process or anything like that, y'all. You feel me? I realized that, like I told y'all, this shit's a video game. You feel me? Once you realize that, like, unnatural people was made to provoke us and to be a better person, because what happens when you get provoked, right? When you're in a low vibration, it causes you to act out, right? You act out. You might act irrational, all ways in which of their genetic makeup how they act. You might be hostile. You might be rambunctious, real derogatory, right? All of that. You feel me? But once you realize that this whole shit as a neuromelanated being, as a son in the flesh, is made to make you reactive, but not just made to make you reactive, but make you reactive to your point where you're not able to be in your higher self because you're doing stuff, you're compromised to an extent that you're doing stuff that's keeping you in a low vibration. You feel me? And for me, that was the smoking and stuff, the drugs and everything, like the black and miles. Because it's like I told y'all, it's a lot of anger that I deal with off of my level of knowledge and understanding of what's going on my planet. You know what I mean? With these beings and stuff like that, where it's like, it make a nigga so fucking mad that I'm compromised. My fault, yo. I'm trying to hold this shit because I'm charging my phone and shit. I'm trying to get the charger on the part where it's standing up straight. But like it causes so much anger because I be like, damn, why the fuck am I affected by some shit because of my species want to be ignorant to who the fuck they is, or even think that this is the better way against their own, against source. You feel me? Fuck is this going on? You feel me? You know what I mean? And I'm getting stronger and stronger at all the attacks. You know what I'm saying? I know my level of understanding is so deep past people's level of thinking because people don't think how I think, right? Where it's like, I'm gonna point this out, and I'm gonna say this one time, and I'm never gonna say it again. You feel me? And this shows people's intellect where it's at, right? People think that just because you know around genetics, or because you speak about genetics, or you know what's going on, they think that you're not a believer. You know what I'm saying? They automatically jump straight to that. Like, y'all see how everything that I talk about, people act as if like I don't know who Jesus is, or I can't know Jesus because I'm talking about genetics. That showed me where people's intellect or what type of Christian they are. You feel me? With that type of level of thinking, you feel me? Like, I can talk about certain stuff and explain it to you in any Bible of really in connection to genetics or who we are or what's taking place right now, and you'll deny it, no matter how much proof of it being directly in front of your face. You feel me? That's what that lets me know. Because, like, that shouldn't equate that just because a person is speaking something that you don't know, you feel me? That, oh, they don't believe in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, how people be like someone say, like, oh, I'm gonna pray for you and shit like that. Like, I just see the way people think, y'all. And it's like, and I put it like this. I send positive energy to people. You feel me? Because anybody that knows my life personally or knows certain stuff, how it's occurred in my life, they'll definitely tell you, but Jesus protects me for a fact. But not, I'm saying that in y'all name because that's not his name, right? but I'm gonna say it in the form of his name that y'all know it as how it's expressed along with the names of who that being really is, right? So basically, I'm saying the being Jesus that you say, that's not his name, but he definitely is real, and he definitely is real. And there's a lot of ascended masters, and this shit gets deep. That's a whole nother lie for me to break all that down to y'all. But what I'm saying though is, you got to understand what's really going on the planet. You know what I mean? But anybody that knows me personally, they'll tell you Jesus definitely follows me. I've been through so much diabolical stuff that it's like there's no way I could have survived or made it out of. You know? Like, that's not a question. Shit, it's stuff that I don't even be talking to y'all about. That, like, just literally 3-4 days ago, and I'm gonna tell y'all a piece of it. You feel me? Because it's not for y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? I told you I don't tell y'all everything on here. You feel me? Like, I got off the bus, and literally on a car license plate, I looked randomly and it said 4J. It said 4J. It said 4J. And then not even 2 minutes, barely 60 seconds, I started bopping a whole nother way, and I randomly lifted up my head and another random car, and then on the car, on the license plate, it said just believe. You feel me? And you put that together, it said like just 4J, just believe. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord be coming at me in many ways. You feel me? But this is what but I'm not so much in believing in the Lord where I'm not talking about anything else that's happening on the planet and putting that all on any ascended masters or any beings, as if like I don't have control of myself, or as if that energy isn't in me also to be my greatest self and make changes on the planet. See, that's the difference between me and a lot of y'all. Like a lot of the stuff that y'all are praying about, y'all can change yourselves. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't want to do that. You know, so that's why everything is happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, and it's sad. You know, it's sad. Like y'all not gonna make me feel low off of like y'all personal thoughts about me. You feel me? To try to keep me in a low vibration, to antagonize me, to provoke me. It's not working. Like, I'm sober. You feel me? I got everything that I'm doing. I'm not even gonna stay on here that long. I just handle my paper stuff with my son. You know, she's gonna call me back Monday. The mother of my child, you're about to be summons again. You feel me? Like, I'm still handling everything I need to handle. I'm about to start this new job, right? Like I'm realizing how much this is a game, and how even if people don't realize how they're being used, how they play on the organic people of the planet, whatever you want to call them, the chosen people, the sun people, whatever that, I'm that, right? I'm that. So I know all in which how this planet is right now isn't how my planet has always been, or how people of my genetic makeup, what we've been on. You feel me? That's why all of this is set up in a way that's not for my higher vibration, it's for my lower vibration. And in my and what happens in your lower vibration, the actions that you're taking until you're strong enough to get out of it and make better decisions, calculus decisions, you're going to be making decisions that's going to lead for them to have the solution also, because they create the problems too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you really got to know how this shit breaks down, and know how this shit is a video game, and what to react to and what not to. You feel me? And that's where I am with it. Like, I'm not allowing any of y'all on the internet to compromise me, regardless of y'all personal feelings about me, right or wrong. You feel me? Even if you say something that I agree with, like, still it's just that, and that's where it's staying at on here. You feel me? Like, I'm not moving or being compromised by anybody else no more. I'm on a mission. You feel me? Now, shout out my Brit. You feel me? I ain't gonna front. Like, when I focus up, y'all see how this, I'm about to post some stuff. I'm about to post some shorts on certain stuff, you know, in connection to the sun. You feel me? And really what's what. Because y'all see how they creating all these distractions, right? I told y'all. They creating all of these distractions around DNA changing, for better or worse, due to the radiation that's enveloping the whole planet. You feel me? Whether they talk about it or not, it's happening. Y'all see how hot it is right now, for the time it is right now. Why do you think that's so? You know, the past couple of days where I'm at, yesterday it was like 65 degrees. They were spraying the skies like shit, but that didn't even stop how hot it was. You feel me? Like, it's nothing that they can do with my sun, the sun cycle that we in, and really what's taking place. Like, this shit is really happening. You know what I mean? This system is really shutting down. Like, you know, I'm back having dreams again and everything. I had a dream that it was so crazy. In one of my dreams, I had multiple dreams last night, but in one of my dreams last night, And it's crazy too. I remember exactly who it was, not person wise, but it was an African. I don't know where they was from in Africa, but they definitely was African. It was like two young African boys, and wherever I was at, they shot like this gun. They shot like this tone, right? But it's like this gun that they shot. It was like in a way to bring attention to me, and as if like I shot it, and then they ran. You feel me? They ran off. Like it was like they was trying to get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Or they was trying to make it look like whoever heard it and they see me as if like I shot it. You feel me? And yeah, I just realized this shit is a video game. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I'm not, as soon as like I get, as I'm focusing up and stuff, as soon as I have my car and stuff, I might go live like randomly. You know what I'm saying? Here and there, but I just realized it's just best to keep shit quiet. Even like my situation, there's certain people, even family-wise, I know my mom thinks certain shit is sweet and she don't know what the fuck is going on in my life, but she don't care either though. You feel me? I know, like, you know, I just realized it's no point of me even talking about certain personal stuff, you know what I mean, for people to try to play on it or people that don't really give a fuck, you know? Like how I live my life, and me and my younger brother was even having a good talk about it yesterday, yeah, like if it's like I'm gonna test you, it's like, and what I mean by that is like if I call you, you know, if I'm the one that always calls you, I'm not gonna call you and see if you call me. If you don't call me, that's the end of our relationship. Like I'm done with like one-sided relationships and all of that shit now. You know what I mean? I'm done with all of that shit. You know? But I gotta make it through today. I'm about to wash clothes. And I'm trying to play ball today. I'm really trying to play ball. If anybody trying to play ball, hit my email. RoBs Inferno 777. You can get crossed up. It ain't about nothing, you feel me? Or if anybody want to work on some music. I'm just balancing out my energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm balancing my, like, it's crazy though. Like I say a million times, the best way to explain what I'm going through, I feel like I'm even me, and it's told you like it's not a drug thing, because even me sober, I feel like this. Like I feel like it's me against the world, and like everyone is just trying to provoke me. You know, everything just feels like it's like provoking. You feel me? And it's not even coming from a place like I'm mad all the time, because I'm not. I'm in acceptance. I surrendered a long time ago to everything. The mother of my child being a hoe, however long I be separated from my son. Like I know I let that go. That's out of my control. Like I know that she's gonna get her punishment. I know spiritual law is over man-made law, right? So I know man-made law is gonna protect it to some extent. No disrespect to my Latinos, but you're melanated. You're not neuromelanated. So the mother of my child, she has hair follicles like an animal. You feel me? She doesn't have what do you call like me. You know, she's melanated. She's not neuromelanated. But so I know that it's that much easier in ways that I can't explain to y'all right now because this ain't the live for that, but in which she could be used. You feel me? Even more so if she's not in her proper place as far as her having a biological identification to your planet, having a correlation with that sun. So it's like I know the attacks that was on me. You feel me? But it ain't like, put it like this though. It ain't, and I'm not saying this to doubt my son at all. I love my son to death. Like, don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like I wish I didn't have my child or nothing like that. Never that. I love Zion to death. Zion, I love you. You my everything, bro. But I could have had a black baby though, a neuromelanated baby there's a lot of black women that I was with. You know what I'm saying? Shannon, Ashley, Niecy. You guys, it's hella black women I was with. I could have had Lola. I could have had a baby with. You feel me? But I didn't. You know. And where we're at right now. You feel me? But for me, it's like I said, the whole thing about I like how people try to invalidate what I say. And then I see somebody else say the same exact thing with more followers, and it's hella people on it. You know what I'm saying? it just lets me know how much powerful that I'm needed, and how much us that's on the truth are on one accord. You feel me? So you can't attack one person individually that's speaking the truth and think that the truth isn't going to come out. You get what I'm saying? Where we're at right now, because it's a million of us on here that's going to put it out in our same way. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be reached by people, whatever is being said. So I really like that. I really love that, because I know how people try to not validate truth in hopes that it doesn't come out. Like, I know I can read people's whole biofields and energy, and I see the fickleness in so much people. You feel me? But we're so past that, and everything that's the truth is coming regardless. Like, you see, like I love TikTok. I get on TikTok sometimes just to see the truth of like how much people are staying on point. Because on other social media sites like Instagram, you might not see it as much. You might not see it as much. But on TikTok, oh yeah, people was going wild on TikTok. People was going wild on that bitch in the comments and everything. Thousands of people, like all races and everything, talking about all of this stuff, you know? And it just lets you know, like, the truth can't be hidden no more, you know? Because everybody that's speaking on these things, it's so much people on the planet that's not letting it go. And they're getting more irritated by the day, and finding more ways to implement truth towards like the public. However, so whether that be them spazzing in public, whether they're using their social media site, you know, I notice people connect the truth with financial. We know that, you know. So I'm saying this from the standpoint, I know it's a lot of people that hear what I say, but because I'm homeless, you know what I'm saying, they might be like, or I don't fit the narrative of a label of what a person needs to look like for them to think that what they're speaking is true. You feel me? So they won't validate how I say it with a like or a comment, or, you know, the way I deliver it, right? You know what I'm saying? They might not like that. You feel me? Like, people be too much in their feelings about the truth, and about, you know what I mean, and more worried about who's saying it than just receiving a message. You feel me? That's a lot of people's biggest problem. You know, that's a lot of reasons why we got in this place that we're in right now. But like I said, we here, and I gotta see this shit crash, you know? Be honest with y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm so in tune, like, I feel attacked every time I come on here and talk to y'all. And I'm not even talking about even just from the comments, just the energy, you feel me? Of the resistance of, like, you know, because I know who runs this social media and shit like that, even this YouTube, you feel me? So it's like, I know what I'm up against. But it's stuff that I give out to all neuromelanated people. Know that we're going through all of this because we're black, because we're the sun in the flesh, because everybody knows who we are and acted like they didn't know who we are, but we're remembering who we are. You know what I mean? Off of us, a lot of us that did know who we are, but in cahoots with these people that know who we are, acting like they don't know who we are. You feel me? Like, you really got to understand what I'm saying. So it's like, with this being said, you got to realize we're going to go through hell and the last of this shit until it closes down all the way. You know, that's why you see hella people coming in here and then leaving, coming in here and leaving, because the truth is hitting them, you know what I'm saying? And they want to invalidate what I'm saying. But y'all see, I'm going to get on here as much as possible. I don't do this for validation. You know I gained all of these subscribers in a short period of time and shit like that. But no disrespect to y'all. I'm grateful for y'all, right? Because I know people will see that, and that'll be the reason why they listen to my video, just by the subscribers I have. But all I care about is just putting out truth and be a part of that collective, and you know what I mean? Do what I'm supposed to do as a neuromelanated being, as far as what I'm living in on my planet. You know, like, that's all I care about at the end of the day, for real. Like, all this other stuff is irrelevant. You know? And it'd be so much shit that I be going through that y'all don't be seeing. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, I was talking to y'all about the big ass raccoon that jumped out of the roof and shit on the landscaping truck. That motherfucker was making noise earlier today. You feel me? Yeah, I heard his bitch ass. I was about to I was about to fire his ass the fuck up. You feel me? I'm not even gonna lie. You feel me? For real. If I fire his ass up, right? If I fire his ass up, That wouldn't be animal cruelty because he's big as hell. That nigga's way bigger than me. You feel me? That nigga's like, and I looked it up. Raccoons. They said if raccoons are 100 pounds or more, that's very rare. That motherfucker's like 150 for a fact. You feel me? And I don't know if that was the mommy or the daddy, but I just know whenever I hear him on the roof, like I know what it is now, cause that nigga hopped out on me. You feel me? Like so, it's like yeah, like shit's crazy, y'all. Shit's like a movie. I'm not even gonna front. It's just like a movie, yo. Like it's so much shit that's happening. It's so weird because it's like I'm in public, but I don't be in public, and so much shit be happening that people don't see, but they just see me out and about, and this shit could have like just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like right after that happened, I went out in public, people seeing me like everything is everything and shit, and they had no idea that just happened. And I know the way he was moving fast like that, it was faster than when he moved the first time when he jumped out of the roof and shit, or her. So I know that he was about to jump out again. You feel me? I know it for a fact. And they said that raccoons, they can remember shit from up to like 3 months or something like that. So that was like when he hopped out on me. That was like a month ago. But I'm thinking about his ass also though. Like I'm prepared for his bitch ass. Like as soon as his bitch ass really want to feel bold and jump out there, he gonna get that. He gonna get that, and it's gonna be a dead fat ass raccoon fucking leaking in the fucking storage. You feel me? And I don't care the boys coming, none of that shit. Like dead ass. Like I'm gonna get at all the rest of them that come out. You feel me? I ain't playing with that because I know that shit's infested with raccoons. Like, I already know. Now I wonder what let me eat some of this food real quick. Just calm my energy. Hold up real quick, y'all. I'm not gonna front. I miss Brittany so fucking much. I miss that girl so much. Like she don't even know how much I miss her. I'm not even gonna front y'all. I miss that girl so much. I feel some type of way of thinking that like my mom might be on my lives or watching my lives, but you can't even check on me and you know what the fuck is going on with my mental health. That makes me resent you like shit. I'm not even gonna lie. Like a lot of the people that's like, me and my little brother was having serious talks about this, like all the brothers and sisters we got, like my little brother was like, he's talking about my other little brother, he was like, he a fuck nigga and shit. I'm just like, and I haven't talked to my other little brother in years. He's hated me for years, like for no reason and shit. But it's like, my sisters and shit, you know what I mean? I mean, it'd be like the same shit for black families. I'm gonna be real. But it's really sad though. That's another reason why like I'm happy that the sun is separating us right now and all this taking place with DNA, because it's like it's so much stuff that people talk about that everyone ignores, but there's so much stuff that's not spoke about at all of damage that's done to our families from a collective majority wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like it's so bad, and when you really know it, you can't like unsee it, you know? And it's just insane. Like I just see I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like y'all know I talk about anatomy, you know what I mean? The main stuff that I talk about and everything like that. But one of the main big problems that's affecting everybody, regardless of genetic makeup, is these cell phones. You know, and ironic, they call it cell phones, right? It's like you lock yourself in a cell as soon as you're on them. Like I'm locked in a cell talking to y'all right now. You know, like this, it needs to go. You know, because I'm not saying that it's not positive stuff that you can look into and stuff like that, but from a collective majority standpoint, all the phones does is whenever you feel any point of pressure in any way about anything, you just go on your phone, avoid it, and facing it. You feel me? You see it every day. You just be in public. The moment a person feels uncomfortable around you, they go on their phone. Shit, you could be about to kill them. You could be about to take their life. You feel me? Like I'm just being real. They could be in the wrong place, not know who they around, and get a bad vibe from you, and they first started to go on their phone. You feel me? When really they need to be aware of what your next move is gonna be. You know? Like I'm dead ass, y'all, like, and they fuck around and get hurt. Just how much videos you see and stuff of people, or even on live and stuff of people getting whacked because they just not paying attention. You feel me? They not aware of their surroundings and shit like that. You feel me? Like, for real, y'all. Like that shit is really something. It's everybody. I feel like if they literally cut all cell phones off right now, or they all just for whatever reason wasn't able to work right now, you wouldn't believe how fast crime was skyrocket. It would, because people use social media as a way to like run from themselves. You feel me? Not face themselves, not face real problems. You know, put on fake images to get certain stuff out of people, even if just respect and not materialistic, superficial things. All of this, y'all. This is all stuff that people do. So you got to realize, like, it's stuff that's a problem, but then it's stuff that's the main problem. Like, for a fact, internet, social media, this is one of the main problems with the world. That's why it's like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I could be wrong, but my Brit don't even got social media. She don't even got social media, and that shit is so lovely to me, like, that she don't really be fucking with that like that. But if I was wrong and she was, but I don't sense that vibe from her like that, and I like that, because 9 times out of 10, a woman in this generation that has social media, and I'm not saying there's not different ones out there. I'm saying everything I said, y'all, is from a collective majority wise. Like, you take 10 random females, modern women, right? 7 or 8 of them are showing their body all over social media. For what? For attention, for validation that they should already have themselves, or whatever men that they can reel in to get whatever they want, even if not just sex. Right? That's already a problem. That's already like backwards in a lot of ways. You feel me? You know, it's really sad, and there's a lot more with it, but it's really like a big problem. So if you think about it, so basically every female that you would have talked to, you feel me, she's probably ass naked, showing, as of yesterday, the generation I come from, when we would get nudes and stuff, like, that was something to brag about. You feel me? Like, I'd be like, yo, I got her nudes, and nobody else, she wasn't on the internet showing that. I just got that. You feel me? Or put it like this: the worst case scenario, if she was messing with other people, then other people saw it. If she was sending nudes to other people, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean in this generation of times. What I'm saying, like, when you got the news, like, that was something to be like happy about. You know, niggas be like, let me see you, like, nah, that's me. Be like, oh yeah, I'm about to slide that. You be on one. You know, now it's like you just got to go to a woman's Instagram, go to her OnlyFans. You know what I mean? She has no self-respect for herself for revealing for keeping hidden the most revealing parts about her, the most important parts about her. You feel me? That only certain people should see. You know, and it's something that's a really, really big problem. It's a really, really big problem, y'all. So it's like, for me, I don't really see. Yeah, already it's like a red flag for me as a female if you have social media, because instantly my first thought is, why do you have social media? You know what I'm saying? I really look for the woman that has that validation of a woman that has crazy likes and body shown on the internet, right? But she has that without social media, without that attention from everybody. Like, she just has that within herself. You feel me? Whatever that feeling is that women get off of that rise, that dopamine hit, she already just has that, even without social media. You feel me? That's like the type of woman like I look for, and that's rare as shit. Like, in the time we're living in, it's really rare. It's rare because damn near every woman has social media to start with. You feel me? So it's even more rare than like a diamond in the rough. Like, it's rare as shit, y'all. You know, but I know the more as I find myself, it's a certain type of woman I want. I don't want to do no redos or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of good on that. You know, I learned lessons from any women that I messed with that's in my past for a reason, you know. So I'm about to go on me like a good nature bop. I've been having a lot of peaceful nature bops recently, y'all. A lot of good lot of good nature bops. You know, I've been not even reacting to negative energy. I just been ignoring it. It's been so much attacks, not even just on the internet on here when I speak to y'all, but in person when I'm out and about. I literally just ignore that shit. That shit just bounces off of me, and I just continue my positivity and my rise. Cause I look at this shit like a video game now. You know like how you got the video game, and then like you realize what the video game is about, like the main stuff to do to get past each level, and then it's like you just start beating each level fast as shit. Like that's where I feel like where I'm at right now. You know, because a lot of the stuff that I was paying attention to, I shouldn't have been paying attention to because it was just to lower my frequency, so I couldn't make proper choices to even get out of my financial situation within this system that's been designed against me. That's all it is. And now I realize, like, I'm like, damn, since this shit like a video game, I just got to ignore all the attacks because I can't let them lower my vibration. This is the video game. You feel me? You got to be like this. So that's why it's like I'm not even, no disrespect to anybody in the comments. I'm not even looking at the comments or anything because it doesn't matter. I didn't get on here to read the comments. I got on here to speak my mind to help people. So the comments are irrelevant. I'll start reading any comments or anything once I'm done speaking, whatever that would be when I'm about to get off. That's like my new thing when I get on here, you know? Because there's too much negativity. I got to keep my vibration high. You know what I mean? I got to keep my vibration on 1,000. I'm really excited for my future. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. You feel me? I was talking to my little brother. I said, damn, I ain't even think a nigga was gonna see 18. You feel me? Motherfucker wasn't even gonna see 18. You know, 16 for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? The violence I come from and shit, you feel me? Like, I'm fucking alive. Y'all can't tell me shit. You feel me? I'm fucking alive, man. I didn't even think I was gonna be here. And I had a kid. Even if I was separated from him for the first 5 years of his life, some negativity had to come, right? Some negativity, wilder than normal had to come my way, right? I wasn't even supposed to be here. You feel me? And then I got past that, and you know what I'm saying? In which I know people implemented certain stuff off of knowing I was very emotional to make me crash out and shit like that, and to make me be. I'm telling y'all, people. Shit, I started realizing this shit was a video game off of really seeing the malice behind people's intentions and their patterns. You feel me? I started just seeing shit because I'm a type of person, like, I might pick up on some shit with you and I'm not even gonna say it to you. You feel me? I'm just gonna see how far you're gonna take it and see what you're gonna do. You feel me? And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna deal with you accordingly. And I'm not even gonna tell you. You're just gonna notice it. You feel me? For real. Yeah, I'm gonna let you think whatever. Like, even I remember when I remember that last phone call like I had with the mother of my child. Now I don't want to make this about her, but I'm gonna just say this because I'm speaking about this right now. Like, I remember that last phone call I had with her, and I knew before she even answered the phone and what she was on when she answered the phone. Like, and really it should have been the first 2 times or the first time. You feel me? And it should have been that. But I just wanted to make sure, and that shows y'all how hard I love, right? That what I knew was going on, I let it happen three times as far as the phone call goes, as far as me hearing it and stuff. And I was like, damn, she lied and act like she ain't doing this on the phone and shit. I'm like, as soon as I hang up the phone, this is it. And that was that. You feel me? And I knew that was that when I got off the phone. I said, damn, she don't even know that was her last chance. And I said to myself, I said, damn, she might think this is a game, but she gonna see as the years go by. She's going to see as the years go by that I'm not coming back. I'm not reaching out to her. And whenever it hits her is whenever it hits her. But she's going to see how the severity. She's probably going to see off of me taking her to court, because that don't go hand in hand. Like, if I was taking her to court for all this and stuff instead of reaching out to her, I definitely don't want nothing to do with her whatsoever. And I know that she knows that now. Like, I know she knows that. Like, when I was even in court with her, y'all, I couldn't even look at her face. You hear me? I'm saying I was just looking at the judge. I didn't even want to turn and look at her. I was just so grossed out, you know, by her even being in my presence. Like, I don't even feel like she deserves to stand by me no more. You know what I mean? So this goes to show y'all, like, And everybody knows that about me. Even another a girl that tried to play with me in a situation that's in association with someone that my little brother is beefing with or whatever, and she put on like a play, you know, off of a situation and did the most. Right? I could have been reactive off of that situation. I'm gonna be honest. If it was a male in that situation, I probably would have. But because she was a goddess, you know what I'm saying? She's the mother of our life. I had a little bit more respect, and I just left it alone. But I cut her ass off, just shunned her out. She texted me from a random number and shit. I didn't even answer that shit. I'm just like, you crazy as hell, because you don't even know who you playing with. What I be on? Anybody will tell you like that was me, mature me. You feel me? But I seen some of the niggas or whatever that was on the bus, and I know how they all talk to each other and everything, and a lot of them already know how I am. So I know that she got delivered the message if she couldn't just read the energy herself, would I be on and shit like that. And I was talking to your goddess on the bus, and when I was talking to your goddess on the bus, some of them niggas was in the back of the bus and shit. And then after I loved on her and shit, the goddess on the bus and shit, after I loved on her, they called me. They was like RoBs. They was like RoBs. And it was like, and the first thing one of the guys said to me, he was like, yeah, I know you don't be on that bullshit. He's like, you don't got time for that. You on some up and up. You know what I'm saying? You don't got time to be arguing with nobody. You about your business. You don't got time for that. Like niggas know I'm way too mature for that shit. You feel me? Like a good way that the what you call it, my energy is like that J. Cole incident. If y'all heard him talk about it, when I don't know what celebrity it was or whatever, but I think it was the girl from Harlem. I forget her name, but I think she was messing with the basketball player a little bit, and they broke up or whatever. But her, I think it was her. I might be wrong, but I think it was her. And she was talking about how she went in the studio, and when she went in the studio, she was talking about how J. Cole. She said like how he came. No. J. Cole was coming to the studio, and she was saying like how he came. And how I guess like they was talking about somebody, right? You know what I'm saying? And as soon as he heard it, like he just walked out, and she didn't even pick up on the energy until like later, and she was like, he ain't want to be around that. And that's like the type of energy I'm on, you know? So like even anybody in here saying negative stuff, it's like you don't even anybody that's trying to inflict pain without a valid cause when you're giving positive energy out. Those are all demons, you feel me? Those are all trolls. That's the energy that's going to be eradicated. That's not even going to be here on the planet once all this shit is over. When we talk about cleaning up and shit like that, that's all stuff to keep you in a lower vibration. That's all stuff that you don't pay attention to. You feel me? The only time you pay attention to it is if you got to whack it. You feel me? That's it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm not paying attention to no negativity from anybody of any sort unless I got to whack you. You feel me? And I got to get you out of here. And if I got to get you out of here, you feel me? I'm not even going to say that to you. You feel me? It's just going to happen when I react fast as hell. You feel me? And that bite's going to be quick and lethal and fatal, you know? But other than that, I got too much going on for me. I can't like focus on no negative energy or nothing like that. But I hope everybody is feeling good today. Let me get to this oatmeal real quick. Sober RoBs. I'm like, what attacks are going to come today? I know they're coming. It's going to be all types of attacks to try to come, get me worked up, to get me so stressed out where I smoke. I already know. It's the video game. You got to realize. You know? It's the video game. So as a neuromelanated being, you just gotta be so I don't want to say avoidant energy, but what's the word for it? You gotta disassociate so much from people that whatever is of a negative vibe or not for you, for your greater good, that it is just whatever it is of the person that's giving it out, and it's just that, and it doesn't go anywhere else because you just completely ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we gotta be on. But I told you, I look at this YouTube shit like it's practice because what do you think? I'm saying this from y'all gotta realize I'm an artist. Like, I don't care who an artist is, what level of how talented they are. There's people that don't like them, even without a valid reason, right? So you got to get used to people not liking you. You got to realize that in this system, how it's set up, it's more negative than positive. That's why a lot of the toxic stuff has been protected, and which people are figuring out now. You feel me? So with that being said, like, you got to realize, you just got to look at shit and see the angles. If you don't see the angles of the stuff, you're not going to be able to deal with it properly. You feel me? You guys, it's all about the angles. You got to notice the angles, y'all. What time it is? I'm gonna stay on here for like a little bit with y'all, then I gotta get this day started. 9:21. Okay, I'll talk with y'all for a little bit before I handle this. I handled everything I needed to handle yesterday. No, but yeah, y'all, like, I need to see my Brit. I need to see my Brit like shit. Like, I just want to, like, squeeze her lower short self. And I'm not going to say nothing really inappropriate to that degree, because I know it'd be sometimes some kids that might be on my jump, you feel me? But the most natural thing that all species be doing and stuff like that, right? The most natural thing, I'm gonna say it, the most respectful. She gotta have all my kids, y'all. She gotta have my daughter. Like, I swear, she gotta have my daughter, and she gotta have my son, my next son. Hey, shout out Honduras, yo. Shout out Honduras, man. Cause my Lord Nestle quick. I might have to take that trip out Philly, you feel me? My Lord Nestle quick ain't on my line. Like, she playing games. So, but I'm in love with my Brit anyway. You don't really, I'm gonna be honest, as a man or getting into manhood, you don't really see what this world is about until you're not compromised by vagina. And I'm gonna be real, because most men, I don't want to say men that are simps, I'm gonna just say men that aren't in control of their sexual energy, right? And you could not be in control of your sexual energy whether you're homeless or if you got a lot of money in the world, you feel me? So men that aren't in control of their sexual energy, that means that they're compromised by it. They're reactive about it. They're, you know what I'm saying? A lot of decisions that they make is based on that. Or involving a woman, it'll be based on that, right? But once that has no what do you call it? No power over you, you're able to look with a clear mind and see stuff for really like what it is, right? You know, so basically what I'm trying to say is, like, we know that like your mom and dad, right? Y'all gotta understand what I'm saying. You understand, like, your mom and dad, you love them, but you don't love them how you gonna love your wife or your husband, right? So basically what I'm saying is, once you're not compromised by women and sex, you gotta look at all women like how you look at your mom, right? And when it's like that, and it's not from a sexual standpoint at all, you're able to see that woman clearly for what she's on. You feel me? What her energy is like, what she's giving out, you know, what she's projecting, you know, what her ascension is looking like the next 5 years, you know, if you want to speak Gregorian calendar wise, like, you start really realizing all of this, and you just see everything different. You know, I tell people all the time, like, you know, the world isn't ran off of money, it's ran off of knowledge, and knowledge of you, meaning the organic people first, and then everybody else and other masses that's unnatural around the organic people, right? That's very true. But then right hand in hand, in cahoots with that, the world is ran by pussy. You feel me? Because you really gotta think about it. A lot of men that's in these high positions, women attract the money, right? That's why you see a lot of dudes, you be like, how did he even get that woman? You feel me? and you could tell like his money right, and you feel me. So really think about this. Like a lot of men that's in high positions of order to make certain decisions, right? They're really successful. They're really wealthy. There's a woman close to that man. You know what I'm saying? There's a woman close to that man, and whether that man says it or not, his decision, whatever his decision on anything is, that woman is having some say in that decision. Because most men aren't in control sexually. And you really want to speak from a unnatural standpoint of these people that's running the world that don't have a biological connection to the planet. They're more erratic with their sexual energy than anybody. So that even defines even more what I'm saying to y'all. You feel me? That's why they touching on kids and shit. Like they're really out of whack with their sexual energy. But these are the same people that now just having sex with kids and stuff. But you know what I mean? If or when they have sex with their woman, right? Like she's having say within this decision that's involving all of the masses. Like she's taking part in that. Basically, what I'm saying. You feel me? It's not just all his decision. Where do y'all think like that? What is it? Happy wife, happy home comes from and shit like that. You know what I mean? And that's not just, and that's on any level of it, right? You know, in regular households, stuff is being dictated by the woman. You know. Because the man, you know, a lot of times men would just be like, man, look, all right, you know what I mean? You know, as long as you happy, you want this. I know if I make this decision, this is the whole decision I want to make. Like, you might not be okay with this, and that means no sex tonight. Or that means, you know what I'm saying? I'm with you, I got to deal with this. Let me just make this decision, you know? So you can shut up. Like, you know? Even if they're not going to say it like that. So, it's real, y'all. You really see how fickle this world is, and you see shit. The real thing is, you know, and a lot of this stuff is covered up with like mental illness or mental health, right? So it's like you really gotta look at it. Anybody that's speaking truth, they're gonna be attacked by people that are being used to counterattack people that speaking truth. However, so you know what I mean? That's why it's important to ignore these individuals, whether on the internet, in person. Don't pay them no mind, and just stay direct on your message. You feel me? Because they're doing exactly what they've been put in place to do, and you got to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Because if you're able to see the truth and you got a heart to explain it with no fear, oh yeah, you're chosen for a fact. You feel me? Because just that, as simple as I said, not a lot of people can do, right? That's why it's a lot of complications that people are that's happening with people amongst the truth right now. You feel me? It's making them act out. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, less than a week ago, a guy where I'm at, he killed his wife. I think he tried to kill the baby too, but I think the baby got away. But he was unnatural as shit. And you got to think about these solar flares that's been hitting the planet. You feel me? You can't tell me his anatomy wasn't affected in that decision that he made. You know what I mean? So fatal towards his own family that he created. You feel me? However, so like this is some real shit. So you really got to understand what I'm saying. Like anybody that's attacking, anybody speaking truth or aware of what's going on, you know, not even just me, myself, that's not going to slow down or stop the process of this shit shutting down. Nor is it going to change my genetic makeup. I'm still neuromelanated. I'm still the son in the flesh. I still come from the black woman. You can feel however you feel about me individually, about how I deliver my message. You can feel however you want to feel. But, you know what I'm saying? I'ma still speak truth. You know, whenever I get on here, however, so regardless, you know, I'm not scared of none of y'all niggas. You feel me? None of y'all niggas put no fear in my heart. You feel me? I know that even the majority of the people that get on the internet, and I'm gonna read the comments when I'm done, right before I get off. I ain't read them yet, but I can just feel the energy. I know it's some negativity in there, because it always is, because that's how strong my energy is. But I know a lot of y'all that say negative stuff on the internet, y'all wouldn't dare come to me with that energy in person. Like, y'all wouldn't. Y'all wouldn't dare. Because I'm crazy for real, you feel me? I be trying to calm my craziness, you feel me? I'm like, I be trying to act normal, you feel me? But not crazy in a way of like, what I'm saying is straight bogus. I mean, like, I'm crazy, like, I really got anger problems. Like, if I react, like, it could be life in jail for me, you feel me? But I know off of what I'm living in as a neuromelanated being, how this whole shit is designed against me, how people can be used, whether they realize it or not, right? Consciously or subconsciously. I know that that's like one of the main tickets that they want for a person like me with the information that I have. So I can just be hidden and not even be able to give information out. I know that's a form of attack in itself. Like I'm aware of all of that, y'all. Y'all got to realize I've been being gang stalked before I even knew what gang stalking was. It was like I was being breeded for so-called mental health or mental illness off of just me being homeless in my 20s, and they know what comes with being homeless, how you're going to be able to see the world, even if you're not even trying to see the world like in that way. Because when you're homeless, you automatically get ostracized. You automatically it damn near becomes a smear campaign in your area. Y'all see the video I just posted about homeless people, and the guy is talking about it. It is a humiliation ritual. So think about a person that I've been in areas. I'm in the richest counties of the whole fucking country, y'all, of all the 50 states. The most money flourishing, the most racism, right? All of that. And I've been homeless out here. You feel me? I've been what you could think of like anything of embarrassing or that. Like I've been in that. Same clothes, not shy. I've been in all of that. I dealt with all of that shit. You feel me? And I still got my power. But it made me so numb to a point where it's like what was supposed to break me made me lash out in a way at any given time like I speak how I feel. And I rewired my brain. That's how strong it's made me, y'all. Now it's like in that way I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Anywhere at any time, if I whether I want to get on here and speak to y'all or I want to talk about genetics to whoever, so I don't give a fuck, y'all. You know, but I wasn't like this before. Before all the pain, I was a little bit more composed. Like even the stuff that I was coming in awareness but not sure of, right? Like I wouldn't just speak about it abruptly or random or anything like that. But now I'm like that now. So it's like so basically like all the pain, it just made my skin thick. It made me not give a fuck that much more. You feel me? But in a responsible way, if that makes any sense. Because it's not erratic. It's not everywhere. It's with intention. It's with purpose. You feel me? So it's with caution. It's strategic. You know what I'm saying? Like it's with yeah. So it's not everywhere. You feel me? You know but that's what pain does to people. You feel me? You gotta think about it, y'all. Like if I had the power in me right now to like anybody I see with their kids that's young and snatch their kids up and take their kid away from them where they can't even see a picture of their kid for the next 5 years, 5.5 years, they would lose their mind. Have no awareness of what's going on with their kids and stuff. They know that. That's why people, when they see me and stuff, they don't know how to play me. I realize that sometimes it's not even personal, y'all, because I looked at all the angles of everything. Like a lot of times I know in an area, I see the same faces just like how they see me, right? And some of these faces, they see me when I've been up also, right? So like I know, basically what I'm saying is, if a person, and y'all gotta remember, I'm black also, right? So even if a person isn't looking at it like the system has been designed against me, a lot of these people in the area that see me, they've known over time of stuff that I've faced and I've conquered, and they've seen less of it break people. You feel me? So a lot of people don't know how to handle even being around me off of knowing my strength. You feel me? So like they'll get intimidated. A lot of times it's not even from like they're trying to spite me. They just know what the fuck I'm facing and what I've been through, and they're like shunned away at my strength to a point that they feel uncomfortable around me. You feel me? So I get it, you know? Like, you know, I'm not mad at anyone or anything like that, you know? Like, I didn't ask for any of this shit. I didn't ask for this knowledge. But I know it's not ironic that I have the knowledge that I have about everything that I said that's right and more than I'm going to tell y'all. But going through that at this level of the financial situation I'm in, I told y'all, I've been homeless and then back out of it, bought BMWs and everything, but I never been homeless, alienated from a child. I never had a child while I was going through that. You know what I'm saying? It hit different. It's a lot more pain, a lot more to deal with. It's different. This don't even put it like this. This feels like my first time ever going through a financial struggle with the fact that like having a kid and stuff that I faced with it and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just y'all got to remember, like, I don't got no friends or anything like that. I mean, I got friends like people that know of me and that give me positive energy when they see me and stuff. You know what I mean? But like, I don't have no friends. I don't have nobody I hang out with. You know, I don't got no girlfriends. I don't got people calling my phone, checking up on me, not even my mom. I don't got none of that. I don't got nobody. You know what I'm saying? So to have the strength that I have with having nobody is literally just from myself. That can be very intimidating, you know? But put it like this, when you're in a position like me, you either become like this or you off yourself. There's no in between. You're either gonna become worse and more toxic, which I have over the years with certain decisions that I made and certain stuff that I did, but still within finding myself, even if not all the way yet supposedly showing in a financial way. Like I just been through it all, y'all. Like I don't have no therapist or anything like that. So I get how like, people get offended by me and shit, and think negative towards me, but hey, like I don't got nobody, y'all. I don't got nobody, like nobody. Like I can nobody, I don't got not one phone call calling me during the day. Nobody, y'all. Nobody. So, a lot of people be like they don't got nobody, but that should be bullshit. They got somebody, They got somebody that they can call to. Like I don't even have nobody I can vent to. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The only person I have is my younger brother. The only person my younger brother has is me. We have each other, And we went through a lot of the same stuff. That's it. That's it. So sometimes it's not even about just like me needing help in a moment. Sometimes like I really just talk to random people because I don't got nobody, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just to feel something, Let me talk to this person. Where would this go? See what this person is like, A lot of y'all don't know that pain. I have I'm not gonna say full-blown conversations, but my inner dialogue with myself is very strong. Within like me noticing stuff, as whatever I'm doing, like I'll say it to myself but out loud, and because I'm homeless, that can make a person think like, oh, I'm suffering from mental illness. I just see the way people think, y'all, and it's just crazy as shit. But the more you realize the real people, if there is a thing so-called mental health or mental illness in which like they made up and stuff to cover up all the truths and everything as they came out. Like as soon as you hear these words, a conspiracy theory or pseudoscience, you automatically know it's fake, because that word is connected to your right. In reality, y'all, I think a lot of us that are seeing what's going on the planet, a lot of us are realizing the real people with mental illness and that are really crazy and stuff like that is actually the regular people that's just going to work and ignoring all the real stuff that's happening. Y'all are actually the people with the mental illness, because no matter how much of the truth of what you're living in, is shown to you, you still don't want to believe it. That means that you've been socially programmed so bad that you can't see the truth, no matter how much is shown to you. The only way you're going to be able to move in a different manner is if it's like by something physically happening where it's like you're forced to, you know what I mean? The only way you're going to stop going to work is when that business shuts down, like y'all are more psychologically damaged than y'all realize, I'm not saying that there's not homeless people that are mentally insane. I'm not saying that, but there definitely is. But what I'm saying is all the people that's gaslighting the people amongst the truth, you know what I mean? And it's very broad right now with a lot of stuff that's came out. The people that's gaslighting it or just sees it and then looks past it and stuff, you know what I'm saying? People that might come on this live and hear me talking about this and just get out, you feel me? Like y'all really the ones with the mental health issues because y'all are the ones that's been keeping this system going along. I told y'all, whether good or bad, is power in the people, and you got to think about it. We've all been jumbled together as if like one human race. And with that being said, but we're not, right? So that's why the organic people feel more damaged than anybody on this planet, And then they got you praying to beings inside of yourself and giving all power to them as if like you have no power yourself. If, or, you know, everybody to make changes and go about stuff differently. You know, that's be honest, everybody's insane because you think about it. What's insanity? Doing the same thing over and over, right? And what? Expecting a different outcome, expecting a change. Everybody's just been going to work and believing in this system, no matter how much faults you see that the government is, or that you're not being told the truth around enforcement of it, and being scared to die, and like bills, and not having nowhere to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really think about it, it's like, let's say hypothetically speaking, everybody didn't go to work for one day, right? That not only would that crash the system, but the skills that you have don't stop just because you don't have a job. You get what I'm saying? So really think what I'm saying. Like, all the people that know how to build houses and stuff like that, right? Whatever construction company you're with or anything like that, you still have them skills when you leave, whatever, to go to the next one or however so. So basically what I'm saying is, like, the skills that we all have, like, we can all make this shit work without going about it of the enforcement of what they say that we should be doing, you know? And I'm just so happy that I'm not the only one talking about this. It feels so good because I'm not gonna lie, for like the first 2 years, going on by like the 3.5 going on 4 years, I stopped feeling like that. I started seeing it more. All people, even not of my genetic makeup, talking about this shit and everything, and it just feels so good because for the longest, people tried to invalidate me. Not even, believe it or not even just on the internet, more in person. Because I told you, I talk to more people in person. Like, I just be going up to random people and talking to them because I be needing help and to talk to people amongst me not having no one also and stuff like that. You know, and a lot of random people come up to me and tell me their life stories and stuff. So, like, you really gotta think about all of this, yo. Like, it's really been different for me. It's really been different for me. It's really been different for me. But I know, like, as I start playing basketball again, whatever gym or court I start playing at, I'm gonna meet a lot of new friends, and they're gonna become regular people that, like, I talk to on a regular off of me playing ball again. Even like, they probably gonna be hitting me up like, yo, coming to the court. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You know, I'm about to make a lot of new friends. But I haven't been branching out though. You know, but most Aquariuses are like that. Like, the thing about Aquariuses is we don't need validation. We're fine being alone and stuff. We know how to handle all of that. So it's like, a lot of times Aquariuses, if we're going through like a financial rut, or not even just a financial rut, but just like depression or anything that's that severe and stuff like that, we'll literally shut down, and then like we won't start going out and being regular and stuff until like we feel all the way complete again, however long that takes. You know, so it's like, I'm getting to your point now where it's like I'm about to start coming out again and stuff like that. I realized the patterns. I paid attention to your patterns over the years of a lot of people that's hurt me, that I cut off, that didn't even admit that they did what they did, even knowing I know what they did. You feel me? And I saw how they was joyful at my pain and my worst states, or even me being up and then going back down, how it's like all of a sudden they was happy. I saw all the narcissistic qualities in so much people of like wanting me to fail and that bringing them joy, basically. Like, I seen it, I felt it, you know, like I know it's real, you know. So like, I told myself, I said, I'm not gonna allow anyone to benefit off of me feeling low about myself or not doing all that I can do for myself, even within a system that's been designed all the way against me. It's not happening no more, you know. That's why, like, I'm just completely sober, you know. And I've been booking a lot of females lately. Like I told you, I booked a female from Denver, Colorado, literally the other day, and she has her own cleaning company. She's like 21 years old, bad as shit. You feel me? I didn't even hit her yet. You know, I booked like another like Ethiopian, Somalian joint right next to where I'm at right now. I might see her in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear her to chill yet, but we had a good conversation. And she's Aquarius like me. You know, her birthday January 30th. You know, and I was so shocked at the conversation we had, because I don't really get along with Aquarius females, but for some reason I really got along with her. Y'all feel me? Y'all come in the restroom with me real quick. I'm about to go to the gym and shit. About to go to the gym and shit. Go to the Lord gym. About to go to the Lord gym. I'm about to start. I'm gonna decide what gym I'm gonna start in, and then I'm about to start getting big on y'all niggas too. I'm about to start working out and shit. But I never worked out from like a gym standpoint. You get what I'm saying? I never worked out from like a gym standpoint. Like I guess I'd rather people be working in the gym and stuff. So it's like yeah, everything gonna be all right though. I know for me, because my energy. I know how energy works. I know that people only try to bring down strong energy. Ooh, now hiring for weekends. What's this? You get what I'm saying? Like, look, y'all. Look at this. Just some random ass shit. I'm telling y'all. Look. I'm not gonna put it on what it's on. But you get what I'm saying? Just random ass shit. I'm about to hit them up. You get what I'm saying? Just random shit. But I noticed though, like, see that guy. I noticed that like, if like, let's say hypothetically speaking, if your vibration really really high, that's the only. Damn, I got pissed like shit. Hold up real quick, y'all. Oh shit. No. So like I'm saying, like if your vibration, look, y'all gotta hear me. If your vibration, people don't put it like this. If you're like in the worst state of what you could be in life, but like the system has up and what people avoid, right? And you're still being attacked. You're a very powerful person. You are very powerful. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, I don't know anybody that's homeless like me that gets attacked to the level that I do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna deal with the regular attacks of like homeless shit, but like it's stuff that happened yesterday. Like, it's just so much shit. But it's all confirmation that I'm raising my vibration. But I already know I had this power though. That's why I went through such a spiritual warfare that I'm getting out of now around my son because of the power I have. You feel me? So I'm about to get at y'all. I love y'all. I want y'all all to have a good day. Stay sober. You feel me? I'm gonna read these comments briefly before I get out of here. I'm not gonna answer none of them though. I'm gonna answer the positive stuff. Let me read some of these comments before I get out of here real quick. Damn, y'all niggas is going crazy. This is so wholesome. Kinda. Nigga don't even know my age. It's not. I'm even gonna screenshot this person so they come in here. They come in here. I make sure to get them out of here quick. Yeah, I know my energy strong as shit, y'all. I know a lot of people are in fear, man. We know everybody's gonna try to. It ain't crazy, y'all. I'm literally just reading these comments now before I get out of here and start my day. But I told you, I already know, cause my energy. Someone said I gotta point this out. This person, Nico said, bro said neuromelanated being. I guarantee you that person didn't look it up though. You can put it in Google right now and look up neuromelanated. People are in denial about who we are. That's why the sun is separate. I wish the sun felt how these people felt. Heidi, you feel me, Heidi? Hey, shout out Heidi. But Heidi, it's because of my energy, bro. And I'm getting so much for real. Some of these people that come in here in the comments, like they're being used to try to like just distract me. Like I told you, this whole thing is to distract the organic people of who they are and making other people who they are. So they try to like distract me so I can't tell y'all the truth. You know? That's why they're coming so constantly. But y'all see how my subscribers are growing though. Hey, shout out Heidi. I'm telling you, these people is crazy. Wait, but shout out Ivy. Ivy, you have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Peace, power, abundance to you and yours as always. I'm about to handle this stuff and I'm about to go on my nature bop and shit. I'm about to tap in with nature, keep my vibration high. I know some solar flares about to be playing. I gotta be outside for those. You feel me? And I'm about to work on some music and shit and just vibe out. Get ready for this good week. For this woman to be summoned, getting closer and closer to seeing my son every day. You know what I'm saying? Peace, power, abundance to you. Are you Aquarius also? Heidi, you Aquarius also? That's crazy. You get what I'm saying? Peace, power, abundance to y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And be great. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tap in with y'all. This is Rear Points with RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. You're February 4th. I'm February 3rd. Hey, Aquarius gang. Aquarius gang. Happy belated to you also, yo. Us Aquarius is different. Mine's on the 3rd, February 3rd. Hey, my dummy February 4th though. He got tagged like hella times, but he's still alive though. But that's what's up though. You feel me? I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man. Peace, power, abundance to everybody. It's a Rear Points of RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to all my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is. Man, I'm gonna tap in with y'all. Enjoy y'all day for real.